This is a story my great aunt heard from a neighbor, who heard it from a friend, who heard it from a second cousin. A couple had an emergency and needed to leave their young daughter home alone. Fortunately, the girl was a well-behaved child, and they had a loyal German Shepherd, so the parents left with peace of mind. Okay, come back. Let's start with girl. Do I need more than one complete? I guess I need. Okay, let's start with girl and German Shepherd. Okay. Oh, it was the girl's first night at home alone, so she was beyond excited curiosity. That went too fast. Curiosity got the better of her, and the night outside looked so inviting. She decided to do something her parents had always forbidden. Go on an adventure alone into the night, and she took her German Shepherd with her. No way. Let's go in the wilds. The girl walked towards the outskirts of town. It happened to be a full moon, and the moon was shining unusually bright. As she walked, her German Shepherd began barking madly. She tried to calm the dog, but it turned and ran away in fear. Her voice sounded like a wolf's howl. She had turned into a werewolf. Oh my goodness. The werewolf. Okay, choose both. The girl was terrified. Just imagine growing a long snout, sharp fangs, and all that fur. The poor girl was confused and started running home at full speed. Okay, the girl shaken rushed into her house and threw herself into her bed. She convinced herself that turning into a werewolf had only been a nightmare, and by the time she woke up, everything would be back to normal. The girl drifted off to sleep. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, she was awakened by a strange sound like dripping water. Upon awakening, the girl saw a pale-faced stranger standing at the foot of her bed. It was the thief who had snuck into her room. It's hard to say which of them was more startled. Their screams echoed far and wide because what the thief saw was a wolf girl with a gaping maw, her glowing green eyes staring right at him. Maybe my great aunt's neighbors, friends, second cousins swore they even heard the screams. Some of the plot points are a bit far-fetched, but overall it's pretty amusing, worth noting down. Oh my goodness, I really love these. Okay. We have to choose 3, so we're gonna watch TV this time. Oh, it was the girl's first night home alone, so she was nervous yet excited. This time, no one would stop her from watching TV. Sorry. She sat on the couch with her German Shepherd until 11 p.m. when the local news reported some recent disappearances. She became a little frightened. Okay, let's do telephone. It was time for bed, and the girl called her parents to let them know everything was okay. Her parents said they would be back in the morning. That's a long time for a little girl. The girl drifted off to sleep. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, she was awakened by a strange sound like dripping water. Let's explore. Upon awakening, the girl was puzzled by the sound of water. It was constant, unlike an ordinary leak. Then her German Shepherd suddenly started barking, causing her to leap up and search for the source of the noise. The girl discovered that her German Shepherd had already been sucked halfway into the drain. Yes, that tiny little drain pipe. She had to use all her strength to pull the poor pop back out. They say this is the real truth behind all the disappearances, that the town's pipes gained self-awareness and started hunting for prey. Listen, you'd better be careful around your drains and beware of Arcanus, a classic urban legend, though it has some minor shortcomings. Its imperfections are precisely what makes urban legends so charming. I love these. Oh. So you got 3 more on these. So, I'm gonna reread this. This is a story my great aunt heard from a neighbor, who heard it from a friend, who heard it from a second cousin. A couple had an emergency and needed to leave their young daughter home alone. Fortunately, the girl was a well-behaved child and they had a loyal German Shepherd. So the parents left with peace of mind. Okay, so can I choose 3 different ones without choosing the dog? No. We didn't explore the town. We went into the woods the last time. So we're gonna go to the small town this time. The girl walked towards the town that night where there weren't many people around. She saw a notice from the sheriff warning about recent burglaries. She became a little frightened. Shepherd dog. Okay, I guess we have to do both, so. The girl decided to go home. As she neared the house, her big dog started barking wildly. Closely, she saw a ghostly shadow behind the house. It seemed to hesitate at the dog's barking, then quickly slipped through the fence and disappeared into the night. So telephone. It was time for bed, and the girl called her parents to let them know everything was okay. Her parents said they would be back in the morning. The girl drifted off to sleep. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, she was awakened, by a strange sound like dripping water. Last time we explored, let's sleep this time. Upon awakening, the girl called for her German Shepherd and stroked its fur. This was an old habit of hers. The dog licked her hand as if to tell her everything was fine. As the dog licked her gently, she fell asleep once again. Morning came, and upon getting out of bed, the girl discovered her German Shepherd lying in a pool of blood. The strange dripping sound had been its blood pouring onto the floor. A giant critter lay nearby, covered in bite marks. It was then that she realized that a monster had broken in last night, and that it must have been the cause of those disappearances. The only question is, was it her dog that had licked her hand in the night? Or the hungry critter? Oh my goodness. An urban legend with a distinctive twist from the details. I can see how the story takes shape, and I enjoyed how it unfolded. That means we got another ending. Yay. Okay, we have 2 more endings for this one. Yes. Okay. What if I just do the dog and explore? Well, this is weird because it says they both go out. choose both? I'm done with the story, so... I'm done with that story.
You're not recording?
Yeah, I'm still live. I'm just done with that particular story.
Tell me why you're at.
Yeah. The girl's parents returned home just in time. Luckily, she hadn't gone outside. The thief was just outside the door and was caught by her parents. They say that the unlucky thief had tripped on a damaged pipe and fell over the garden, unable to move. That was the source of the dripping noise. See, being a good kid has its perks. An unfortunately bland ending, definitely a bit forced. I dread to think of the editor's reaction to this. Alright, so we got a different one on this one. Awesome. Okay, so we need one more. One more for this one. Alright, so let's see. There's only so many possible choices that you could make. What would make it a different outcome? Can we just choose them? No. You have to actually do something. Can you do both? No. One or the other. We chose to go home. That's your only option on that part. Telephone. Wait. Oh, we did it. Oh, okay. So the girl walked down the stairs and saw her German Shepherd locked in a fight with a hulking creature. It was a water-dripping, shape-shifting critter. They say trendy folks like to buy them as pets, but they often escape into the sewers, growing bigger and bigger until they find their way into people's homes to hunt. And that's the real truth behind those disappearances everyone thought were kidnappings. Shh. Friend, be careful. They might be lurking in your own drain as we speak. Alright, so that is all the alternate endings for Home Alone. Oops. There you have it.